Tinubu rejects CBN's method of tackling inflation. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified or post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. The All Progressives Congress APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said raising interest rates is not a solution to rising inflation. Daily Trust reports that the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has raised the interest rate to arrest a sharp rise in inflation, which rose in August to 20.52% from 19.64% in the previous month, the highest in 7 years. The top bank of Nigeria raised interest rates 3 times in 2022. The rates were first increased to 13% in May, followed by 14% in July, and 15.5% in October, the highest level since 2006. However, Tinubu claimed in his manifesto titled Renewed Hope that the main reason for the present inflationary trend was supply interruption on global scale, and that raising interest rates was not the best way to solve them, according to Daily Trust. The typical anti-inflation remedies of higher interest rates and a smaller money supply, according to Tinubu, will simply make the patient weaker. Global supply and production disruptions outside the authority of anyone's government, including Nigeria's, are most reasonable for the recent spike in prices. This inflation is supply-driven as opposed to demand-driven inflation brought on by an overheated economy. Imposing the standard anti-inflation treatment of high interest rates and a smaller amount of money in circulation will only weaken the patient. The solution to supply-driven inflation does not involve reducing the level of typical aggregate demand. Increasing output and supply is the preferable course of action. Suppressing the demand will lead to a general decline in economic activity and unemployment. Even worse, given the reasons of the current inflation are on the supply side, putting more emphasis on the demand side will not significantly address this concern. In other words, we penalize the people and the national economy without reaping any real rewards. The effectiveness of monetary policy in achieving broad economic objective is constrained. According to Tinubu, who also noted that fiscal policy has a wide range of channels and transmission mechanisms through which it can influence the economy. Fiscal policy as opposed to monetary policy can be directed specifically and only at the less advantaged groups in society. Banks and other financial institutions primarily use banks as monetary policy transmission mechanisms. The level of growth we want cannot be achieved by sound and prudent monetary policy alone. But even the most optimistic of our economic fantasies can be dashed by poor monetary policy. The focus of monetary policy must be on the interest rates, price, levels, and exchange rates. The goal of fiscal policy, which is broadly shared prosperity, must be served by this trio. Please, economists in the house, making common. Economists in the house, me. This one when they talk, I know really know. Why can't Tinubu advise his friend Buhari to use the same method while waiting till he becomes the president? Well, this is what I've been saying. That had it been these political parties now, they have the interest of Nigerians at heart. The way they all come out and go all out in supporting the person to get to that presidential position, they will also be checking it for him. They'll be his check. They will be his, how do I put it now? They'll be his regulator. If they do well, then go, so yeah, which area they do well, they'll come, they'll brainstorm, and they tell you. Because a win for Buhari is a win for the party. That is it. If Buhari does well, it is a plus for the party because they don't really need to come and start convincing people the more. Do you understand? So they come together, brainstorm on issues, and actually find actual solutions. So at the end of the day, if Buhari actually delivers very well, what will happen is the all progressive, nobody will even they look any other party's face. But unfortunately, they don't. And to me, I don't understand why. I do not. This man that most people underrated will shock their empty brain. They forgot that he's a certified chartered accountant. That is why he knows his numbers. Who obtained his degree from the Chicago State University and performed excellent in mobile oil until he resigned. That's a Jagaban for you. Our next presido by God's grace. All right. Well, let me, like I said before, if presidential candidates, if the party would have the wealth of the people have had, they will make sure that their candidate does so well, that he will present the party well, and at the end of the day, they can also use, his achievement to brag. But no, they don't. They don't put you there. They don't put you there. If you get it right, fine. If you don't get it right, most especially when you have given them their own share by making them ministers. You don't give them appointments. You don't give them contracts. So kilo tuku. That is not the way it should go. Okay, all hail the one and only Jagaban, the best of the best. Obi is busy entering Kenu to Benue. Human lives matter to P2B, and we know human life do not matter to Tinubu. Suffering is your portion. We are now into stress stage towards 2023 election. This is not the stage of coming to tell people what you know nothing about. True, sha. This is one of the best economic analyses and reasonable I've even read in recent times, taking us away from book theory to practical application. Kudos to Jagaban. Jagaban of economies, I know you will never disappoint yourself because it has been long that you have been on this project. And this is the reason why you left your noble job at Mobile and Deloitte. Also, this is the same reason you went in exile with some of your progressive group. Finally, this is the purpose of your confrontation with military junta. Ride on to Aso Rock Presidential Villa. Here is our new president, Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu, with renewed hope, action plan for a better Nigeria. Well, the campaign stage is getting too far. People don't strategize. People don't learn things. We don't go talk. We go make people heads swell. Open in our ears or making an open in our ears. How many Nigerians understand the message of this thesis? What is needed here is effective communication to mobilize the people to play their role in the implementation of these policies. Without the input of the people, it is failure. Failure is guaranteed no matter how beautiful it is on paper. Exactly, sure. It is sweet for mouth to talk, but to do now be problem. Tinubu attacking CBN is just passing a vote of no confidence on himself. He is a part and parcel of APC. Is he not the leader of the party? Who is fooling who? You see why people they hold hand. Why I'm saying, had he been these politicians, had he been saying they get themselves, they'll be doing the needful, which is making sure that their candidates do well, backing their candidates up, so that when their candidates come up for there, it is going to be easy transition for them. But no, they know they do them. Okay, Tinubu and Obi, who is desperate, from PDP to apparently back to PDP, now Labour Party, from seeking vice president, now seeking for president. But Tinubu, from 1999, he's been abusing his party to what it is today, while other candidates are jumping, trying to grab power by all means. Who is now desperate among them? We shall find out. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come here next time, enjoy the rest of your day.